So today I would like to show you guys another app from Quest 2 known as Bigscreen. So with this app you can actually experience a virtual movie theater, several different types they actually have, as well as some home environments that they have set up. And essentially it's just so that you can watch movies, videos on a big screen. Now, what's good about this app, besides the fact that it's free, and if you have certain streaming services like Amazon Prime or Disney Plus, you can actually watch these these services through this app. I believe you can watch Netflix as well if you have it. And what I hear is you can actually see it in the full resolution as opposed to the actual Netflix VR app, where apparently the resolution is horrible. So far, what I've been seeing is that this app is actually one of, if not the best app for watching movies in VR. So let's open this up. So currently I'm just in my own little room here, but I can host a room, and it gives you like a code that you can send to friends, assuming you have friends that also have a headset or some VR option, so that they can actually join you in the room. So if you notice, let's minimize this real quick. This is the default home environment within the app. That would be the big screen that you would actually see, at least in this environment. And you have different options of where you can be within the room. Now this is room scale, so you could technically get up. Right now I'm in the sitting position, but you could get up and manually walk around as long as your actual room space allows it. Otherwise, you would just teleport to each of these little diamonds here. Sometimes it has the option, like you see those little, in the distance, those little square grids. You could also teleport there, so that you could move around the room. Currently I'm just turning my head to look around, but you can also snap turn using the joystick. I'm not a fan of that. I would like it to be more smooth instead of so sudden, so I'd rather just turn my head. Now, if you did actually have friends that have a headset or a VR headset, and you invited them, they could be sitting in any one of these spaces, and it would just be you and them, and you can interact. I kind of have hands here. They're not the greatest. They're limited. If I push the grip buttons only, I get this. Right now my thumbs are resting on the controller. If I lift them up, I get that. And if I just barely touch the trigger, it makes an entire fist. So it's somewhat responsive. Now, you do have an avatar that you can create, which is also kind of limited. That's honestly the best I can do to represent myself. Not the best representation, but I mean, I have long hair, brown eyes, facial hair. That's kind of about it. a hoodie, I guess. But that would be you. You can customize it as much as you want. You can play with the skin color, the body shape, to a degree. It's not, it's not something that you can really create something lifelike. But that would be your avatar. And if you invite friends over, they would have their own avatar, and that's what you would see and interact with. If you choose that route. However, currently, I don't have any friends with VR headsets, so I'm kind of by myself here. Now, you could, from what I understand, kind of just join open rooms and actually try to interact with new people, if you like that sort of thing. Currently, I will not be doing that. Let's just stay in my room here. And there are other environments that you can go to if you don't want to just be in this amazing looking home environment. Let's get a better look at this place here before we move on. So now just next to the fire, you can see kind of over there. You got stairs. Fortunately, I don't think you can get up there. There's an elevator, so I'm assuming this is like some kind of maybe a penthouse, or supposed to be. I'm guessing back there in the darkness is the rest of the house, where you have the bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, and all that. But since you can't really actually teleport there, I mean, if I tried, I probably could walk a little bit further back. I doubt anything has actually been animated back there. But this is what you got. And let me sit back down before I fall over here. There we go. So, you have that. And you can watch YouTube for free if you have a Prime Video. Or just a Prime subscription. You can see Prime Video if you have a Disney subscription. Pluto TV is also free. I don't see anything for Netflix, even though I was told that you maybe you have to download that separately. TV channels, let's see. Kind of limited here. I do know they have movies that you can rent, and they also have a good selection of 3D movies. None of them are brand new. Now, I did look at the 3D trailers. It's no sense in me putting it on for you, because on a flat screen you're not going to see anything. But I will say this. As someone who has seen, the regular 3D movies in a big screen, like an actual movie theater, compared to the type of 3D movies that you see here, this is just, it's far superior. It just looks better. It really does look like it's coming out at you, far more than an actual movie theater. And you never actually have to leave your home to see it. Now, let's go to, well, before we do that, let's play with some things. So they do have some stuff that you can play with if you have other people in the room with you. You can have a tomato and throw it at people for some strange reason. You can have popcorn, and I think it makes the noise if you put it to your face, like if you're eating it. I don't know if you could hear that. If the Roomba gets it. Oh, it just disappears. Soda. It also makes a noise. It's people are, you can take pictures with a selfie stick. And then there's this, which I don't know what this has to do with watching movies, but it is kind of neat. So you can grab a marker, you can change the ink color, and then you can just draw in the air, and it creates this 3D effect. And honestly, you can kind of do this for a while if you're bored. And there you go. You can also erase. And then you have that. Oh, there's some left. Now let's quickly look at some other environments. So this is the default home environment. Then you have a retro cinema, modern cinema, grand cinema, sci-fi cinema. I think that's all the ones that they have that are based on that. For some reason, when you move from a different page, from one page to the other, it kind of like repeats some of them. So you might think that there's more than there actually is. Now, I think my favorite is Grand Cinema. And that's a much bigger screen. And you can, again, move around to different parts. If you want to be up close, if you're one of those people that will go to the theater and just sit right up against the screen, or maybe you're the type that wants to be all the way in the back. Takes a little bit of time to get there, though. Maybe you're one of these types of people, like to be centered. That's about center. Get the full view of the screen. And again, you can just sit here by yourself, or you can invite friends to come and join you. Now, I'm not quite sure how that works, because as I said, currently I don't have any friends that have VR headsets. So I don't know how you would set that up so that you all see the same thing. I don't know if it's just intuitive that once, or it's automatic that once you guys join the room, you can see it. Maybe it's like that for the free stuff, and the paid membership stuff, they would also have to have a paid membership. I'm not quite sure. Now you can also get back here. And for whatever reason, if you want to stand back here, you can do that. There's your exit. It's down here. I don't think I can see over there. Well, let's give it a try. It's gonna switch to rooms a second. There it is. So right now you're still seeing the theater, but I'm actually seeing the pass-through system. Okay, now let's try not to knock anything over. See if I can get past this wall. Oh, this is really weird. Okay. Oh. Okay. There's nothing there. Yeah. Fair enough. Let's carefully navigate. Where's my sofa? Might be hearing a little tap sound. That's me activating the pass-through so that I can actually see where I'm going. And then you just double tap, go back. So, alright, let's real quick. Let's recenter. There we go. So that's the Grand Cinema. I'm not going to show all of them. Most of them just kind of look the same anyway. But there are some interesting ones. Residence is pretty nice. From videos I've seen, apparently it's a newer addition to this. But it basically is another type of living room space. It's nice. The screen's not as big. It's just the right way. Now let's see what we can do here. Now, unfortunately, anything I put on here to play, the sound is going to drown out my voice because I'm currently recording my voice through the headset, not on a separate microphone. So that was the Residence. Let's check out. Do I want to do the drive-in? Yeah, might as well. I won't show you all of the stuff, but this would be the drive-in, which I've never been to, a drive-in theater. Strangely enough, I thought they were gone. They didn't exist anymore. A relic of the past. But apparently they do have them, and in fact, there is one not too far from where I live now. Still haven't gone. Probably won't go to one unless it's worth my while somehow. Maybe I can make a video out of it or something. But honestly, I just don't see myself doing it. But this is the experience. You're actually in a car, which is kind of weird. Now, I wonder if I can change. Let's see. Can I change the lighting here? You can. So, for some of these environments, you can change the ambient lighting brighter so you can see everything, and you can dim it down so that it gets somewhere in between. Now I do know that it's kind of just stuck and you can't really change it. This is quite nice. Alright, let's go back here. Let's check out a different environment. I'll try to keep these videos as short as possible, because they tend to run a bit long. Okay, then I want to go to the woods. Let's see. Campfire is kind of nice though. It is also the woods as well, but it's a different environment. So it's a much smaller one. Strange. So again, you can make it darker, make it brighter. That's about good right there. And you have a screen up here. Oh, there we go. That didn't work. I thought that would close it. It's gonna take some time for me to figure out how to close this, but you could actually have this without that screen there, if you just wanted to be in this environment. Again, if you had friends with VR headsets, you could just sit here and talk to each other and interact as if you were camping. And then if you wanted to actually watch a movie or something, you could. Now, you have different home environments. I won't show all of them. A lot of them are actually in the same setting. So this living room, balcony, side room, kitchen, all of that is the same like apartment. Depending on which ones you click, it actually could be either nighttime or daytime. But once you're actually in the main apartment, you can just move, teleport to each, different part. Now the bedroom is actually different. It's a different environment. I'm gonna show it just because I think it's funny. So this is the bedroom. You have a view of the city through the window. Very generic looking space. I've actually walked out that door, physically walking through in room scale. There's some stuff rendered, but not much. But here's where I think it's funny. So here's the bed. We come over here. Fortunately, it doesn't line up with the couch too well. So I'm actually, I'm not laying on the bed, I'm actually in the bed. But if you look up, there's a screen. Now, I suppose you could actually line this up with your actual bedroom so that you can lie down on your actual bed and just look up to watch TV. This is kind of weird though, that it doesn't line up that way. I wonder if I recenter this way. Nope, still doesn't change. Still think it's neat though, and kind of funny that it's basically in the ceiling. Okay, I won't be able to see what I'm doing unless I go here. Alright, what's another quick one to show you? Within the whole apartment setup, I think the balcony is the best one, or the best space, because you're basically on a balcony in a city. See, these are different areas. That actually would be a different area that you could have, gone to from the very beginning. Same with that area over there. Same with the inside of the apartment. But here, you're basically lined up with one of these, what you would call that. But you would see this massive screen just floating in the air. And you can teleport to different spots. You kind of look down. Go over here. I suppose if a lot of friends with headsets, you can create a virtual party. If you're that social, that is. And you can all interact without actually being physically in the same room. Let's see, can I actually get in here? Or do I have to? Oh, look at that. It's kind of dumb. So in order to get in there, I actually have to go back. What's going on here? What happened here? There we go. Okay, apartment. So now it should spawn me in the apartment. Yeah. So this is the main area. And so I can go out there from here, but I can't come back in. That seems kind of dumb. Or maybe I can. Maybe it's just a completely different setup, even though it looks identical. Yep. So you can. So you have this main living room, then you have this side room that you can go to. Wait, which there's another TV there. I'm not sure if you can activate it from here or if you have to actually go into the environment that says side room. But you have different areas that you can explore. But mainly the whole point is so that you can just watch TV or big screen. Now, do I need to show you anything else? Do I want to show you anything else? This home is the same as this room. Again, the south balcony, north balcony, it's just the same area. It's just you spawn in those specific areas, and there'll be possibly a TV there. I don't think in the north and south the screen shows up. Not quite sure. That side room is actually that room over there. This is in the daytime, same area but in the daytime. See, that kitchen is back there, but it would be in the daytime. And you got this weird stuff here, which I suppose is nice, but I don't know, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. So I'll show you the canyon, and then I'll show you one of these. The canyon is not too bad. You're just kind of floating in the air. Careful when you first come in here. It can be a little disorienting. Then you just have this massive screen just floating in the air. And then you can go to places like this, where you're basically like in space. And that's all you see. Aside from the giant screen in front of you again. Alright. Now the last place. Well, there's also a classroom. I won't visit that. I thought maybe I could use that for something else, like an actual virtual classroom, but it just doesn't have the tools for it, so there's no point. Now, the lobby is going to send you into, well, like a classic movie theater lobby, where you have entrances to different movies, and it kind of sets it up as a separate screening room or separate theater itself. I don't know why that's not the default starting point. I feel like it should be, as opposed to just, you know, the main the regular home. But let's just go visit that real quick. So this is the main lobby, and it does look like your old school movie theater lobbies. Here. Even sit. This town. be the main concession stand. I mean, it's you can't really interact with anything, but it's a nice touch. Okay, you got the popcorn in the background. I don't see the soda machines. Maybe that's it back there. The only problem is, aside from those, like, I don't even think you could call them NPCs, since I don't think they interact. They just stand there. But aside from them, it's just empty in here. So it lacks something. But other than that, it's really nice. Now let's see here. So if I go over here, it's gonna ask me if I want to join. Basically, uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. What's gonna happen now? Nothing? Okay, I guess I have to physically go in there. Okay, let's not do that just yet. Huh. Is that a Ghibli film? I don't know. Alright, so I guess you would grab your ticket, the door's open, and then you can go in and watch the movie. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Well, that's...
NASA has many big missions in its future. What does success look like through lessons learned for the agency? I think with any type of program, the success ultimately is dependent on how it contributes to safety and mission assurance. And so if we're able to launch these missions safely and successfully and on time, and it's...
Is that a person? Like an actual person? Where'd they go? Oh, okay. That's creepy. Alright, we're getting out of here.
Won't be retaliated against, so that they have oxygen to breathe. They don't have to hold their breath. They can really be at their best. And it's also our job to help NASA provide space. And that means room for people to be included and to feel like they belong. Because if they feel that way, they're going to be at their best and they're going to fully contribute. And the great thing is that our mission...
Okay, that was interesting. It sent me completely back to my home environment. I'm guessing that was a person, and somehow I joined their room. That was weird. But yeah, so there you go. You can do that kind of thing. Let's see if I can get back real quick to the lobby. Now I wonder, why did that happen? Because it didn't give me the option to do that. They were just there. Does that mean that if I go into any of these rooms, it's just public space and anyone else can be in there? I don't know. I don't really care to find out, honestly. But yeah, so that's Bigscreen. It's a free app that you can download on the Quest. So you can watch movies, you can watch TV, you can rent movies from them, which I'm assuming is really how they're gonna make their money. Don't know what the actual rental prices are. Haven't gone that far into the app yet, but they do have a selection here. I think if I'm being honest, these are probably the only two that I watch. Don't really care for any other stuff here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Transformers. I mean, if I was bored and it was just there available, that's one thing. But honestly, I'm not going to pay for it. I'd watch these two though. I've seen them before and I would like to see what they look like in 3D. Alright, let's go back to the home environment. Although I kind of like the resonance a bit more. Alright. So yeah. That's the app, Bigscreen. And if you ever wanted to watch the videos or movies, or you want to just watch TV on possibly a much bigger screen than you actually have, the resolution's pretty good too. This is your option. And from what I hear, this is so far the best option for most cases, because the actual video resolution is quite nice. Whereas I've seen a lot of complaints when it comes to using the actual Netflix VR app, where apparently the resolution is the absolute lowest available, so everything looks kind of cheap. But yeah, yet another example of something you can do in VR with a Quest 2, if that's what you happen to have, that is not a video game. It's just an experience, I guess you could say. So, if you like this video, please like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And please, if you want, leave a comment. And maybe I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.